editing has gone to a whole new level. I mean, to go from the original to now this is impressive.
Just imagine what the future holds.
We have 2 major updates in Freepik.
Wait, what? 2 major updates?
And wait until you see what these updates can do.
Freepik is the AI king.
Even the fact that it understood to put the text behind her head is insane. Plus, we're gonna have an incredible prompt generator to go with it. Now, for the first update, that is gonna be Kling 2.1. More quality, more speed, but now the same cost, with much stronger prompt adherence. And it's ideal for complex and dynamic scenes. And finally, 1080 full HD quality. And so for the second update, that is gonna be Flux Kontext. And this is gonna take your creativity and your ability to control the whole entire scene to a whole new level. And so what makes this one so impressive is that you can completely edit the full content of the image just by using words.
Wow, Eric. The awesomeness continues to flow from Freepik.
So since we're on the subject of Flux Kontext, we're gonna go ahead and start with that one. But make sure you stick around because you're definitely gonna wanna see the prompt generator I have specifically for Kling 2.1. All right, so here we are over in Freepik, and then just this first row right here alone, I have been using Flux Kontext right here. And just for a quick reference, look how amazingly realistic that this image looks. In this video today, we're actually gonna start with a cheat code to really make your images look like next level style realism. But first, let's take a quick look at Flux. Now, over here in Freepik, what we're gonna do is simply start out with just generating an image. And the first thing you notice is now over here in mode on the left-hand side, once you select this, you're gonna go over to Flux, click Flux, but then you're gonna notice not one, but 2 different variations of Flux Kontext. We're gonna have Flux Pro at the top and also Flux Max right here. Let's go ahead and stick to Max for now. And a quick reminder, there is a link in my description to get Freepik at a heavily discounted rate. So now all we have to do is just simply type in our prompt. But I'm first gonna show you a trick because what we're gonna do is based on the image that we create, we are then going to utilize these new and powerful editing features. So first, let's head over to my brand new prompts database. This is actually called the Prompts Portal.
For the most amazing prompts and databases, click the links in the description.
It is basically the crown jewel of AI image prompts. Now, let's go over here into the cheat codes and realism one. What I'm going to do is give you a great tip to use when you're first testing out any sort of image or new update. You can see right here, I just tested Flux Kontext out with saying something very simple. Basically just the most realistic image ever, and then simply just provide your subject. And then at the end, I put professional photo shoot for an editorial magazine. And I ended up with these images right here. Again, these look good, but watch this. Then when I add these 2 cheat codes, that is where your next level realism transforms into something more like this. It's very simple. Now what I did, up in the top right hand corner, you could see I added this cheat code, candid paparazzi outtake. And then at the end, also utilize this specific camera lens right here, okay? You're gonna be able to get some amazing looking images. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and copy the whole entire thing just to show you how amazing of a job this does. So we'll try a few different variations of these. Now all of our images are done, and I have to tell you, they are incredibly impressive. Now this legit looks like a real professional editorial photo shoot. Again, top right hand corner, I highly recommend utilizing this to start your prompt. Okay, so let me show you something very quickly because this was so cool with what I was able to do with Flux Kontext. So take a look at this image right here. Okay, this is the original image, okay? Very good looking, that black and white, but instantly with Flux, all I said was make the photo now full color, and instantly it did just that. But this is only the beginning. It can get so much better and do so many more impressive things, including video editing. Now, when it comes to videos and even consistent characters, okay, so very quickly, let me show you how to do this process in real time. So for reference, check out this cool video right here, utilizing that exact same prompt, stills archive, and then I put Stranger Things, HBO.com. And then there it is. There is that top secret variation that you can use. Stills archive, single frame, Stranger Things, HBO.com. klingai.com. Now go ahead and now select any image that you want. Okay, let's go with this first one right here. Select edit, just like that. Once you do, this window is going to open up right here. Now immediately you could see in the bottom right hand corner that we have Flux Kontext Max as an option. I have the option to use ChatGPT and even now Flux. I'm going to go ahead and stick to Max right now. And here's what we're going to do. It's really this simple. Type in anything that you want the image to change into. I'll just say change the weather to a thunderstorm. Okay, really, that's all we have to do. Go ahead and now submit this. Now, this is going to work pretty quickly. And the cool thing about this is that you can keep adding more and more things to it. Now, look, in real time, it's already done. This took less than 10 seconds. Look how cool that is. Now, I still have the option to toggle back and forth between the original and now the edited one. Okay, now watch this. Now, let's transform this into a legit magazine cover. Now, down here at the bottom, I said add fashion 2025 at the top as a title. Now watch this. Look how cool that is. Perfectly spelled, good looking font. Now I'll say change the weather to a bright blue sky with mountains in the distance. It really is surreal how fast that works. And look at that. Amazing. Okay, so you could see this is pretty good and it works very fast, impressively fast. But now check this out. Now this time specifically, I'm going to go to editorial. Okay. Once I'm in editorial, I want to select an image or a prompt that is really going to look great so I can legit make a real magazine cover. I'm also going to use a cheat code in the very beginning just to see the difference and if it actually does improve. All right, so we have all these generating at the same time, and since it does move so quickly, I bet we already have some. Wow, look, we already have some done. This looks incredible. This one's kind of crazy with the two people, but wow, look how great this looks. This is very nice. Okay, let's scroll up and we're gonna have the 2.5 fluid. That's amazing. And now we have this one with the cheat code in the very front. That looks good as well. And then Flux Kontext, cheat code in the very front. I would say, I think when you do use these cheat codes, it is going to look a little bit better. Let's go ahead and now edit image, bottom right hand corner. And again, as soon as I select it, here we are yet again. So down here at the bottom, I said two things. Add Chanel sunglasses and add a pattern to her outfit. Let's see how quickly this can go. Now again, two things at the same time, and I do feel pretty hopeful. Oh wow, now that is cool. I love the way that looks. Wow, that is amazing. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and save this one. So now I'll say change the background to a gradient matte blue and purple. And again, I'm just so impressed by how quickly this makes the changes. And again, just like that, look how accurate that is. Purple on the right, blue on the left. Great. So now I'll just say add the title to appear as a magazine title, Fashion Volume 21. Wow, that is great spelling. Everything is perfect. Even the fact that it understood to put the text behind her head is insane. Editing has gone to a whole new level. I mean, to go from the original to now this is impressive. Okay, now let's move on to the second major update, and that's gonna be Kling 2.1. So before I show you this amazing prompt generator, let me first show you a quick example of how good that this actually does. What we're gonna do is now we're first gonna dive into this amazing prompt generator. And now for that one, we're gonna head over here into my prompt generators database. Here it is. This is the full prompt for Kling 2.1. Now, as a quick reminder, any prompt, including this one that I share in all of my YouTube videos, are always available 100% free via the links in the description. And you can also find this one there. So what I'll do is go ahead and copy the whole entire thing just like this. With ChatGPT opened up, the first thing we'll do is simply just go ahead and paste in the full prompt generator just like this. Now, you can see right away, it's going to say, what are you looking for and what should it do? So let's see, how about a cinematic scene of a woman surfing a huge wave in Hawaii? Let's just start with a somewhat simple subject and see what happens here. Now it's going to say mood style. Again, I'm going to say cinematic and vibrant. Let's see if that works. Camera feel, any specific camera move. And when it comes to this question, I'm just going to say surprise me. Here we go. FPV glide in from wave crest. Okay, that looks like it's a pretty good prompt. Now I'm going to say do it again, but this time a third person view. And then one more time, do it again, but now cinematic wide angle. Okay, so right away, we're going to get 3 amazing prompts that we can now try. Go back over into Freepik, and I'll start with the video ones first. since they do take a little bit longer. With my mode option selected, look at this. We're going to get two options for Kling. We're going to get Kling 2.1 Master and Kling 2.1. Okay, which one are we going to go with? They're both going to be amazing. Now notice, Master is going to take 15.5 minutes. Kling 2.1, 2.5 minutes. Big difference. Okay, so now it looks like our Kling videos are done. Now wait until you see these. Okay, so do you remember when I showed you this image a little bit earlier, this black and white image of Wonder Woman, and then I quickly changed it to color? I did the same exact thing with the video. Check this out. If I hit the play button, look how amazing this looks. This was done with Kling 2.1. That is incredible. And then that nice vibrant color at the very end. Wow, fantastic. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how impressive I have been with this prompt as far as generating the image in Flux Kontext from the prompt generator we just looked at. And from the prompt generator, remember I said I would go ahead and try some of these videos? I went ahead and did that. Now, with this prompt generator I'm sharing, the thing that's so cool about it is it specifies that you need to use a reference image at first. So for an example, it says right here, begin with a studio silhouette photo of a concept car. So that's all I did. I basically just copied and pasted this sentence right here. I then pasted it in and created the image in Flux Kontext and was able to get these two images with that very simple prompt. Then after I pasted that prompt in, then I used that image as a reference image and then pasted in the prompt that ChatGPT gave me right here. Now this is the full video. Check out how awesome this looks. Amazing. Now, the only thing I regret is not making it longer. And again, when it comes to Kling 2.1, the videos I've been getting are phenomenal. You could just see these are all the ones I made, some with reference images, some without reference images. Now, this one right here was not a reference image. And look how accurate and how realistic this looks. No reference image for Call of Duty video game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And remember, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. Until then, we'll see you next time.